So my Facebook ad account was shut down last October, actually mine and my wife's, with no reason at all. And the big lesson that I learned from that is that you never rely on one stream of fans. Just like millionaires have multiple streams of income, artists need multiple streams of fans. Now, I had visited the Facebook headquarters. I've flown down there. I got to meet with one of the bigwigs down there. Got a tour of the office. They featured me on Facebook Business. Just go to Facebook Business. Just look me up, Manifest on there. You can see the write-up they did of me, everything. Spent over $250,000 marketing my music, and they don't even give a crap. Okay, now I don't know if it was because I had reposted some Trump stuff, or if it's just, I know a lot of people that got just deplatformed or just kicked off, had their ad accounts banned, but a lot of times their accounts came back. Some people's did, some people didn't, and that wasn't the first time my account had been shut down before, and we got it back. But this time it didn't come back, and so for a couple months there, we were not able to run ads. And a lot of you know that I have courses, I preach about how we've sold 25,000 plus albums using ads. They're amazing. And we're running ads again right now. Like we're running ads, we're killing it, we're crushing it, everything's great, and don't worry about this iOS stuff, it'll all get figured out. You just keep moving, all right? But you would think I would have learned, because when I was signed with the label, radio was the game, okay? And what happened with radio when I left the label? All of a sudden, radio stations stopped playing my music. Okay, they just wouldn't add me anymore, and I was like the poster child, and all of a sudden, I'm not getting my song played anymore, and it was just unbelievable. I felt like I got stabbed in the back by radio. I shared this story a long time ago, but it was really discouraging. It's really depressing because we were really relying on radio, and this was the first record we were really going all out indie on my own. Left the label, we'd run the label ourselves for international markets, but we were taking the U.S. back. But it was U.S. radio, wouldn't play my music like they normally did, and so I was really bummed out, really discouraged, and honestly, we spent a lot of money thinking that we were going to have this radio success, and we didn't. And so I got caught with my pants down again. So all of a sudden radio. So what do I do? Well, trying to go on tours again. Touring was the only way I knew how to make income, okay? And thank God, during that time when I was touring, in between then and now, I started to learn how to market my music online and selling thousands and thousands of albums. And before COVID, I made the commitment, because I had learned how to market my music online, that I wasn't going to rely on touring anymore. And I slowly pulled back from touring. And you better believe I am so thankful that I pulled back from touring before COVID hit. Because what has now happened to a lot of artists and musicians, their careers totally gone, because they were relying on touring, and now COVID just wiped that out. And so what am I telling you? Don't rely just on radio. Don't rely just on Facebook ads. Don't rely just on touring. Don't rely just on TV and film, or digital, or Spotify, or YouTube, or anything. You want to have multiple streams of fans. You want to have multiple streams of income. I talk about multiple streams of income in my book, From Red to Black. It's free. Just go to audible.com and get a free account and listen to it. Or if you have an account already, just pay the whatever. Use one of your credits and get it. Listen to it. Okay? I talk about multiple streams of income in my over 10K a month course. Okay? And all the different income streams you need to have from your music, so you're not relying on this one income stream. For a lot of you social media guys, and I feel bummed out about, is Instagram, Facebook, when they get slapped by Instagram and all of a sudden their followers aren't seeing their posts anymore. On Facebook, everybody got that slap. You post on Facebook and only 20% of people see it. You're relying on only one thing. I'll say the one thing that has lasted through all that, and probably the biggest thing you need to keep building always, and you can click a link to get a free 7-day trial, is ActiveCampaign, because ActiveCampaign is what I use to build the email list. The email list. Nobody can take away my email. Can't take away my email list. Okay? And even if ActiveCampaign decided to kick me off, I always export it and I could upload it to another company or whatever. But email ain't changing. Email is what people use to log into their freaking bank accounts, into Facebook, into Instagram, into insert whatever your social media platform. Email is not going away. But how many artists and musicians do you know that brag about they got 30,000 email addresses or 100,000 email addresses? You don't hear that. But you hear them brag about, I got 100,000 or 50,000 followers on Instagram. I got to pay to reach them all, and only 20% of people even see it. And, even though buyers, people that buy and make buying decisions, are 10 times more likely on the email list, okay? And so this is some of the stuff you need to realize, man. You can't get caught with your pants down with this stuff like I have. I've already made these mistakes. Why do you think I called this side of my company Smart Music Business? Because I've already made so many dumb mistakes. And I still make mistakes, but I learn from them. And I want you to learn from them, The Bible talks about how a dog returns to his vomit. You don't want to be like that dog returning from your vomit. You want to ask for wisdom. And like I've shared on this, I am a believer. I am a Christian. God has changed my life. I believe that God gives me wisdom. There's so many, whether you're a believer or not, the Proverbs, King Solomon, that dude was wise. And so there's some things to think about, all right, in making prudent decisions, planning, thinking about. Wouldn't it be great to kind of tap into the wisdom and make decisions to prepare? Before you go into the forest on a trip or a journey, you have the map, right? Well, you want to have that map for when things go wrong and things happen. Why do you think I wrote these books and different things? And I have that book From Red to Black that shares how to build income streams, or my book Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams. Because I want you guys to avoid the mistakes I made, all right? So you don't have to learn the hard way. And that's what I even say about the Bible. The Bible isn't about people who are perfect. The Bible is about people who made a whole bunch of mistakes and screwed up, so you can learn from those mistakes and say, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that. So you want multiple streams of fans coming in, all right? Multiple streams, and build those, okay? Definitely email list, baby, okay? Second, multiple streams of income, okay? Not just your music. What about your job? And inside of your music, you need to have multiple streams. And you got to set this thing up so your business is indestructible. Post a comment below and tell me your streams of fans. Post a comment below. Tell me your streams of income if you feel like sharing. Peace.